Hello HUD House Hunters, it's Donnie Corum with Colorado-Springs-ForeclosureDeals.com. Well guys, as you've probably already heard, the tax credit for most people has expired, so we're going to move on from that, but it's still a great time to get a deal. And I want to stress the fact that a lot of analysts are saying that there's a false bottom in the real estate market. What that means is prices may still dip a little bit longer, and what that means to you is there's still a great opportunity to pick up a great deal in this market. $8,000 is nice, but it's not the end-all be-all. Right now, you can find a great deal in the marketplace, and we're going to keep bringing these videos to you so you can find the deals with us. With that, I bring you 2390 Piros Drive. This home is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a detached 2-car garage at 1,700 square feet. This is a sweet deal because neighborhood comps show between 170 and 175. Basic cosmetic rehab needed. I think you're going to like what you see. Let's go take a look. So we're walking into the Piros Drive property. As you enter the room, you're going to notice you've got a nice living room, dining room combo area. So this is a nice long room. Really takes advantage of the square footage on this floor. Now, not throughout, but a lot of this house already features vinyl windows, so that's one upgrade that we don't have to worry about. And though some of the paint colors need a little bit of work, that's the extent of it. You don't need to worry too much about just painting these walls. The drywall in general seems to be in pretty good shape. The carpeting is also a little worse for wear and doesn't match everywhere, so at some point we may want to look at replacing the carpeting, but again, not something you can't live with in the meantime. As we head back into the kitchen area here, you've got what we call a galley style kitchen, and I'm a big fan of this kitchen because it's galley, but it's wide. It's definitely a wider galley than we're used to seeing. The countertops look to be in great shape, and the cabinets seem to be relatively recent. So those are two amenities we also don't have to worry about upgrading in this property. We continue past the kitchen, and guys, this thing just feels very spread out. I mean, it's the way the floor plan sits, it's kind of a square on top of a square, so as a result, you have a lot of square footage, 1,700 square feet, and all of it is above grade, so that's nice. This direction we have another living room area, so you've got maybe your formal living here, or maybe this is your your informal living where we just hang out with the family, and the other side is where you set up your formal living room, but you definitely have both options. The kitchen is also eat-in, and right here you can see where you set up your dining room table and etc. Right off the kitchen as you serve the food, you got that there. One thing I want to point out from a fixed angle is right up here it looks like we had a plumbing leak. Keep in mind, HUD does an inspection of all these properties when they take them over, and if they find a leak like this, they don't necessarily fix it, but they'll try to expose it so we at least know where it is. Guys, I don't want to freak you out about a plumbing repair, okay? This is maybe a couple $100 worth of copper installed by one of my plumbing guys. It's just something you have to deal with, and it's one benefit to getting this thing so cheap. We do minor repairs like this where most people won't touch them, and we take this house off for $40,000 under what market price dictates. So this is what makes it a deal, okay? We head this direction, and you'll notice you've got a laundry room here, so your washer and dryer will be set up right here, and then you walk out onto a really nice deck, but we're going to see that on the way out, okay? So from there, let's go on and take a look at the upstairs. Here we go. Before we head upstairs, you've got a half bathroom on this level, and the half bathroom is very simple. You got your toilet, you got your sink. This is good for your guests so they don't have to head upstairs to use the facilities, so that's a nice touch. The other 2 bathrooms upstairs are full baths. We'll see those when we get there. Come on. So we're upstairs at 2390 Piros. This is one of the 3 bedrooms upstairs. This is one of your secondary bedrooms. The bedrooms are nice, they're good size, and they're very bright. A lot of good sized windows. They actually tinted this window to allow for less light to come in, so I prefer to use blinds, but that's one thing you can do there. And then you have this other window. These are not the vinyl clad, so it looks like they only replaced the windows downstairs. So upstairs, these are the metal clad windows. You could probably live with them to make the house the most efficient. You may want to replace these as well. Again, a pretty decent sized secondary. No major repairs in this room. You got to fix the trim around the doors. Looks like they took off the trim, and for some reason, we've got a hole here in the ceiling. I imagine they were working on some kind of roof repair and they located a leak there. So we'd have to see if that's still currently a problem or something that's already been fixed. But again, HUD likes to make you aware of it, but they do sell the properties as is. So it's one of those things where if there's no repair escrow like there isn't on this one, whatever the repairs are, you're on your own. But again, that's why we're getting this at such a good deal. $136,000 for a $175,000 property is what we call a deal. Master bedroom is definitely the largest room in the set. Very open, nice area. The master bedroom had its own attached bath, which is a nice feature that we typically don't see until the 170 plus price range. This one has it, and you're getting it for 136. And as you can see in the master, you've got your 4-inch tile surround. You've got linoleum floors, which look okay. The vanity looks okay, and the house has been winterized, so the pipes didn't freeze. So that's why you've got the tape and stuff on that. But I like it. It's a pretty decent sized master bedroom on a 1,700 square foot house. This thing is a stellar deal. Before we go downstairs, I want you to see the secondary bath, which is very similar to the master, a lot of capacity. Same little floors, basically the same vanity, and the 4-inch tile surround. Again, nothing hugely needing to be repaired on this property. It is pretty much good to go. The garage is awesome, guys. If you're into that, if you need a large 2-car garage, this definitely has it. Let's go check out the garage, then we'll go to the backyard. Come on. So we're walking into the garage at 2390 Piros. I wanted you guys to see this. I usually don't take the garage up, but this is interesting. One, because it's oversized. It's a 2-car, guys, but I really want you to see the whole depth of how big this garage is. It's got so much depth that in addition to fitting 2 cars relatively comfortably, you've also got enough room to put in your workshop space. Looks like they built some custom cabinets back here. So if you're looking for the ultimate man cave garage, this is it. And it's at a price you definitely can't beat. Let's go see the backyard. The backyard features some really nice concrete work, sidewalk that we're walking onto to get there. And then you have this deck area off here. So a pretty good use of the space here. It actually also has a storage shed off to the side, and it's a decent sized lot, guys. It's about 6,000 square foot worth of lot. Pretty typical for a residential lot here in the Springs. But I like the way they got it laid out. Good use of the deck here. This is where you can set up your grill and whatnot. You got a storage shed where you can put your things, a huge detached 2-car garage, all the amenities of home. So with that, let's go ahead and recap 2390 Piros Drive. Now 2390 Piros is located on Constitution and Peterson area, so east end of town, basically easy access to Peterson Air Force Base or the Powers Corridor, and all sorts of amenities that come with that. It features 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, an oversized 2-car garage, which is basically a workshop, and a storage shed. Guys, HUD had this thing slashed down to $136,000. As usual, you got to act quickly. Yes, we don't have the tax credit incentive, but these deals are not going to last forever. So now is the time to pick up a deal in a marketplace that's still a little bit depressed and take advantage of the opportunity that HUD's giving us. The best way to do it is to get in touch. Hook us up at ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com, where you can register to get instant and daily updates of the best foreclosure deals right as they hit the market. But if you want to see this property or any of my other videos, the best bet is to call me. Numbers at the bottom of the screen, but it's 719-649-2500. With that, guys, I want to thank you for all the views. We had a great first quarter. We're really excited about the second quarter, and I'll be honest with you, I'm excited about things relaxing a little bit, even without the tax credit, but I can tell you that all signs point to things just heating up. Interest rates are still low, property values are still low, so I really predict we're going to have a nice, crazy summer, and I'm excited about that. With that, this is Donnie Corum with Colorado Springs Foreclosure Deals, your leading resource for deals in and around the Colorado Springs area. I thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.